Hi, I'm Rahul Kulhari and I hate data science at Edge. I'll be talking about our machine learning capabilities and how we use machine learning capabilities across our products to fulfill the talent needs of our marquee customers. Now let's jump into the last capability, which is the career architecture and the career progression. Career architecture is a big part of any organization. Where organization build career architectures so they can align the workforce to meet the business needs. It's kind of a blueprint for business to execute the certain strategy to achieve the goals which they do have. Today companies are spending lots of time to build the career architectures, and by the time they are done, architectures has become obsolete. The new skills has come, new competencies has come, new skills has come. The roles, responsibilities has changed. And because of that, organizations are not able to execute the strategy at the speed which they do want. We have seen that happening during the COVID. And that's where we built career architectures to solve the problem, to align, map customer and organizations' career architecture to our career architecture and keeping it up to date and consistent with respect to the trends and the changes which are happening in the market, and to help customers to make better talent decisions, which can be understanding the skill gaps, to achieve resource allocations, to do the upskilling, reskilling, to do the career progressions for the employees. And that's where on top of our career architecture, we have built our career progression engines, because today around 40 to 50% of the employees wants to leave the organizations because they don't see the kind of career growth they want to achieve. They don't have the possibility of that being happening in the organization. And that's why they are leaving the organizations and attrition is happening. That is one of the important criteria which you do see in the market. The second important reason is also about they may get that career path, but they are not able to work on the new skills which are coming across, which will help them to be relevant with the time. So let's have a look about career architecture. How we have built career architecture is by collaborating with subject matter experts across the industry who has spending time and who has already spent lots of time defining the career architectures for multiple organizations, and then working with the data annotators to acquire that information to build our career architecture machine learning engine on that data and on that career architectures, which can map customer demands to customer career architecture candidates, employees to our career architectures and the role, and then help us to even achieve the goal of better resource allocations, helping you to find out the relevant candidate at the right cost as well. What you do see as part of our career architectures, we do have a framework like you do see the industry. Then as part of this industry, what you do see is function, and so what you do see as part of our career architecture framework are job family. Then you do have functions and the role belonging to those functions. And then you do see the role definitions, function competencies, behavioral competencies, and the proficiencies attached to those competencies. These are the attributes which are available as part of our career architecture. Now let's look at how does our career architecture look like. So you do see IT industry, and IT industry we do have these many job families. And when you click on any job family, what you do see are the functions associated in those job families. And then when you click on the specific function, you do see the multiple roles appearing. And when you click on the role, you can see the details about those roles. Now let me show you the career progression engine which we have built on top of this, our career architecture framework, and on top of our career architecture ML engine. So this is a very basic demo of the application where you can upload the resume. So I have uploaded one resume here. And what you do see is the information being extracted from the title, project description, start date, end date, the company, predicted role which they belongs to. All these details we have extracted from and mapped them using our career architecture ML engine. So for example, what you do see the information title coming DevOps engineer, descriptions and the responsibilities being available like this, and the start date and end date and the company, which we have feed this information to our career architecture ML engine, and we have find out, okay, this candidate at this particular project belongs to this role under this function, software and applications. Similar kind of information you will see across all those details we have extracted. Then we are telling what can be the next career progression for this individual. So it is telling you this candidate can become a can continue DevOps engineer, or the candidate can become automation and orchestration engineer. Candidate can become associate network engineer. Candidate can become network engineer. Candidate can become quality assurance engineer. Candidate can become software engineers. Candidate can become data center operation engineer. Candidate becomes a software architects, and probability associated with those moments of the progression happening. But if you look at the details, what we are recommending is very specific, focused details. This candidate can move and take vertical progressions, and if he take that, then he can become software architect. If we candidate take horizontal movement, then candidate can become software engineer. If candidate wants to take the horizontal cross domain, then candidate can become a network engineer, or candidate can become associate network engineer. And if candidate wants to move across other functions, then he can become automation and orchestration engineer. We also see how much time candidate will take to move to those roles. So as you know, currently candidate is working on the DevOps engineer, so candidate will not require any much time to move to this role. But let's say if the candidate decides to wants to move to this role of automation orchestration engineer, it will take him 1 year, approximately 1 year, 3 months to move to this particular role. If you want to see how much time it will take for a candidate to become associate network engineer, approximately 5 months. For him to become network engineer, 1 year. Quality assurance, 5 months. Software engineer, approximately 5 months. Data center operation engineer, 1 year. To become software architect, this candidate will take 2 years, approximately 2 years. Which shows the informations before even employees take action. It shows the transparency, and it enable them with the insights and the right information that how long it will take them to move to that particular role, with set expectation from that perspective. So that's about career progressions. We are working across the innovation in the data space, and we are also working on innovation into the deep learning space to make capabilities more smarter and intelligent. At the same time, how can we acquire better information with the less data, and how can we manage with the less data, and how can we improve our system and our ML capabilities with the less, and how can we understand those tasks better, how can we understand those companies better, environment better, projects better, domain better, to give you the more better right candidates at the right time at the right cost, and personalized jobs as well. That's how we at Edge utilizing these AI capabilities to ensure that organizations are able to drive significant top and bottom line outcomes in delivering their talent supply chain. We help you put your employees as well as the candidates at the center of the business decisions and making them feel valued, engaged, future ready. Our capabilities and product ensure you get ahead of the competition by making better, smarter talent decisions. And that's how we use Tech for Good. Reach out to us at info@gatedge.ai to explore how you could augment your talent supply chain outcomes. Thank you.